Hey, this is Callie from Cloud Kill out here with
Motherfucking VERTI. We in this bitch, man. LA. I'm from all the way from Texas. And it's my first time really being out here in the scene and shit, you know. Met a lot of good people and seem to be getting locked in. So I'm here with Cloud Kill. I'm stoked to do this shit, man. So yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I saw you over at the Tracy show the other night.
Yeah. I was just kind of like scoping the scene, you know, trying to see how like life is like out here, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So you do have some songs and EPs over on Spotify?
Yeah, so the last album that I put out, I started doing like rock, you know, like so I used to do rap, and I've been doing rap for like 4 or 5 years, and engineering and all of that. And I just decided to switch it up, you know, because I have like metal roots in me, like my pops, who, I mean, I disowned him, but that fool taught me a lot about like you know, metal music. He was the lead singer of like a big band out there in Texas, so I was like growing up, like I was always at metal shows, you know, in the mosh pits and shit, even when I was like fucking like real little, like 10 years old, just getting lit, you know. So growing up around that, man, I grew like a love for that type of music, and I'm trying to be like the you know, the next generation of that, amongst other things too, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's definitely about the next generation. And that was something I did want to touch on, was the fact that I heard some metal influence in your music, which is cool to me. I come from metal background, so I was like, yeah, this is lit.
fucking love metal, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out like Mice and Men, like Oh Sleeper, fucking Day to Remember, like yo, that's all I grew up on, you know.
Nice.
I didn't even get into like rap music really until I was like late middle school. I was bumping like the Carter 4 and shit like that. But fire ass album, bro. That's like a classic. You know?
Classic.
But shit, yeah, man.
So I was gonna ask, on your album, your new album, I was listening that there was like instrumental work done. I was wondering if that was something that you did, if you like played the drums or guitar, or like you have someone else.
So for me, I found it easier to go onto like YouTube and just look up like whatever I'm feeling at the time, and download the YouTube beats. But then I end up buying the rights to them. You know, if I make a song that I want to put out, by the stems, and then I go in there and I like remix like all of the instrumentals, make sure everything's sounding right. And then usually I like to contact the producers that I bought it from and like let them know like, hey yo, I put out this song, like and let them know that what I've been working with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
So I don't really play any instruments necessarily, but what started me in music was engineering. Like I've been engineering since I was like, I want to say like 16, 17. I've worked in like 3 or 4 different studios, and had a lot of clientele and a lot of practice with that. And I kind of got fed up with you know, recording, you know, some bullshit artists that really didn't care about their craft. So I quit doing that as a job, and more the fact of like, you know, just doing it for myself. It's a little kitty.
There you go. You got some love going on here in the
Cal
studio.
Cal wants to be in the interview too. Part of the spotlight.
Shit. Well, that's cool though. So like you got into like mixing and mastering, doing things like that super early.
Super early.
So you don't really need anybody else but yourself to do that kind of work.
I really thought that way for a long time. I was like very like big headed, especially because I'm from Amarillo, Texas. Like it's a super like, it's not a super small town, you know. There's a music scene, but like everybody there used to just always hype me up like, yo, you're the best engineer. Like I always want to go through you, blah blah blah. But then I came out here to LA and like working with Juna, and like a couple other people, like seeing how much more there is to learn about, like, you know, things that I didn't even realize. You know, you can always learn more. You know,
Yeah.
especially when you're trying to be a master at a craft. Like you can never stop learning.
Yeah.
So I do everything myself, but you know, I also love working with people that are just as talented as me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on your recent album, like you're the one who did all the mixing and mastering for that one? All right, cool,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, with that last album that I did put out, like, so I made all of those songs and I had all the files and everything, and then my hard drive crashed. And so, like, I wasn't able to go and, like, completely perfect them the way that I wanted to, or, like, re-record verses and stuff like that. And so I had to put it out how it was, you know, just MP3s from my email, you know. But it still ended up sounding good, you know. I'm still happy with it, but I know that I can do a lot better, and I know I got a lot better music on the way, you know.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, when are you thinking about releasing some new stuff?
So right now I've been working with a lot of different, like, underground artists. So my last album that I put out didn't have any features or anything like that. I was just really trying to put, you know, have something like as a discography for people to listen to. That's just me, you know, even though it's not as well mixed. Now coming out here, I'm trying to work with people, collaborate, and I'm working on an album now where it's gonna be filled with features and things like that, of that nature. So
nice.
yeah.
Who are some of your favorite features, if you can say, that you've worked with recently?
So I just did a music video with Belisco. Shout out Belisco. You know, she's fire as fuck.
Nice.
I've been listening to her for a very long time, probably like 2 or 3 years now. And she was super chill and down to work. So
nice.
Linked up with her, and then we shot the video with Case Uno Films, and yeah, he's fire. You know, he's one of my favorite videographers out right now. He was super cool to work with, and yeah, like just spending that time working on that video with them. You know, I consider them some friends now.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you know, they're super cool,
That's good.
down to earth. I like working with people like that. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
So when you come out here, you've been networking, you've been getting some stuff linked in, plugged in.
Yeah, I mean,
That's good.
A lot of it's under wraps. I mean, I don't know how much like I can and can't say about certain things.
Of course, yeah.
So, but yeah, just there's things coming, and I'm very excited for the future. Like, this is the first time, like, I feel like my dreams are really starting to come true. I think that one day, like, shit, I might be on like the top Billboard charts and shit like that.
Yeah.
If I just keep going, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, especially like even just coming out here for an event, like it shows that like you're working hard towards your goal. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I mean, shit, I drove out here 16 hours by myself.
yeah, you were saying that you drove all the way out here.
Yeah. I mean, I have to, you know?
Yeah.
I save up all my money in Amarillo and then just like dip. I go out of town. That's like my way of networking, because there's no scene there. Everybody there, like, they think they're doing something by throwing these local shows, and nobody ever goes to them or anything like that. Like,
Right.
You know, it's just like out here, it's like it's like a different like energy.
People love shows.
I mean, you hardly even fucking sleep out here, like, because you're just so inspired to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the future. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Start something great, for sure.
Yeah, you were saying about having some music videos out in the future, so people have some cool visuals and stuff like that. Pretty
and
stuff
also
like
I edit videos too. Like,
Okay.
I got that gig on the side back in Amarillo. The first big music video that I put out was in a haunted house, and I had my homie film it, and then I went and edited the whole entire thing myself. That took me like 30 something hours to do.
Yeah.
I like being a part of like that part of the process as well. 'Cause
Cool.
I feel like a lot of artists, like, they don't know how to edit videos or like stuff like that, or
Yeah.
engineering. You know, that's why I fuck with my boy Juno so much, because like he can really engineer his own shit while making music. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't do that. They gotta rely on somebody else to do that type of shit. You know? And I feel like you have more like control of like how you look and how you sound whenever you're able to, do that other aspect of things. So I felt like it was well worth like learning that type of skill.
Mm-hmm.
So
have you thought about going on tour yourself, like sometime in the future?
I mean, yeah, I would love to go on tour. Right now, it's just about building a buzz for myself because I don't feel like I have enough buzz to where I can just like, hey, I'm going on tour. Like, no one's really gonna show up yet until I make the moves to make that happen. I gotta grow my fan base, and I think that once my music is like finally heard by people, and like I finally got my new album out and things like that of that nature, like eventually people are gonna start fucking with me, and like, cause I'm a down to earth, genuine person. Like, I'll get my shirt off my back for like my homies, and like I really care for people. So I don't like that fake shit. I've been used too much. So yeah, I think one day if I could just grow a fan base, it'd be nice just to drop a song and have like fucking like 10,000 people listen to it off the rip,
Yeah.
And just that alone would be a cool ass feeling,
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
That's what's up. So where can people find your music?
Right now, shit, you just search VERTI on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Like, it's my last album will pop up, but here in the next couple months, like my new stuff will be out, and you can look me up on YouTube. I prefer to use YouTube because I like to put the visuals with the music, because like I feel like that's like part of the art,
right?
Is like portraying, that type of thing. So, really, what I would say is go subscribe to my YouTube channel, because the best songs, in my opinion, that I make are gonna have music videos for them.
Right.
They will have that visual. So, yeah, that's really what I recommend is subscribing and following me on Instagram too if you want to keep up with like what I'm doing. My handle is RIP VERTI, and yeah, if you follow me, I post like daily stories, like just kind of keeping my like the fans that I do have like involved like with what I'm doing. I try to be like transparent with people.
Yeah, you're definitely not like a stagnant artist. You're definitely keeping people up to date, and I see you working hard, and that's why we have you in here.
I appreciate it too. Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm really excited to see what the future has for you. I hope to see you on more shows out here too. That'd be great.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, either old or new, before you sign out here?
To like all the old fans that really have been listening to me for a long time, even when my music was shitty, I appreciate y'all riding with me the whole way through, and sticking with me and believing in me. And I'm here to hopefully make y'all proud and make my family proud. That's all I can really do. I just really want to show people that you can really pursue your dreams, and you can really get somewhere if you just work hard enough.
Yeah.
And don't stop. And that sounds hella corny, but like it's real. Like, just don't ever get in your head. Don't tell yourself you're not good enough, because you are good enough. If you think you're good enough, then you are.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, this is Callie from Cloud Kills signing out.
VERTI, we in this bitch, man. We gonna turn up, man. For real.
That's
Appreciate
what's up.
you.
Later.
Yeah, they gon' go, and then they gon' go, and then they gon' go, and then they gon' go.